The man opened a box of dehydrated feces. He added water to the bucket to soften the feces. Then he scooped large spoonfuls into the soil at regular intervals. Above each deposit of feces, he planted a potato. Finally, he watered the potatoes. After more than 2 weeks, the man successfully grew potatoes on Mars, and this artificially created plot of land would be his only hope for survival for the next 3 years. Because this was Mars, 55 million kilometers from Earth, where nothing could grow. The man had been abandoned here. 2 months ago, a sudden superstorm had terminated the Mars exploration mission. During the emergency evacuation, crew member Mark was unfortunately struck by a large piece of debris. The system immediately sounded an alarm, indicating Mark's spacesuit was damaged. Without repair within 1 minute, death would be certain. Commander Lewis wanted to search for Mark, but the spacecraft was severely tilting at that moment. In the emergency, Lewis had no choice but to give the order to quickly leave Mars with the surviving crew members. Only after the spacecraft took off did everyone truly realize they had really lost a crew member. Soon NASA announced the tragic news of Mark's death.
Commander Lewis and the rest of her team were able to intercept safely with the Hermes and are now heading home. But Mark Watney is dead.
But to everyone's surprise, Mark had been buried in the Martian soil. This actually slowed down the oxygen loss. Mark was lucky to survive.
Oxygen level critical.
Mark had been stabbed in the abdomen by an antenna. This was what caused the spacesuit breach. Fortunately, the base remained intact, and his abdominal wound hadn't damaged any internal organs. However, unfortunately, the communication equipment was completely destroyed. His teammates were heading back to Earth. No one knew he was still alive. Mark was now the only human on Mars. The storms outside the habitat were unpredictable. The base faced the risk of damage at any moment. The worst outcome would be death from base explosion. So Mark immediately pushed aside his fears and began planning an ambitious survival strategy.
I'm not gonna